Alright, let's talk about pressure points in self-defense. First of all, they're not pressure points. A pressure point is something that you use in first aid to stop bleeding. It's like where you would put a tourniquet if somebody was about to bleed out. Vital points, or acupoints, the points that are targeted in Kyusho Jitsu, sometimes correspond to blood vessels, like your pressure points, but they also correspond to nerves and vulnerable parts of the musculoskeletal system. Now, it's been said that anything can be a pressure point if you hit it hard enough, or that would never work on somebody who's on drugs or whatever. True. You know what else doesn't work on people who are on drugs? Guns, knives, pepper spray, or any other martial arts technique you think you know. You see, it doesn't matter what you do to them. If a person is less susceptible to pain, they're going to be harder to hurt, period. But you don't have to rely on pain compliance when you're starving the body of blood and oxygen, when you are disrupting the electrical signals from the brain to the limbs, or when you're completely crippling the limb. Your goal in self-defense is to neutralize the threat. Best ways to neutralize the threat: KO, cripple, kill. Kyusho Jitsu is simply the study of the vulnerable parts of the anatomy and the most efficient ways of attacking them. Every boxer knows that if you catch somebody in the jaw at the right angle, you've got a good chance of scoring a knockout. There's a whole cluster of points around the jaw where the jaw meets the neck. We refer to them collectively as the carotid sinus. The hook to the back of the head, that's gallbladder 20. The kicks that they use in Muay Thai to weaken the legs, that's gallbladder 31, 32. You see, every high percentage technique that you know is in fact targeting these pressure points that you're always trashing. Kyusho Jitsu isn't a complete martial art in and of itself. It's a part of many different martial arts. It's a part of several Japanese martial arts, the same way that Chin Na is a part of several Chinese martial arts. So you come to it from a base art, or you study it and then you get your foundations in another base art. In my case, it's Aikido. You could also do Jiu-Jitsu, or you could do karate. Kyusho Jitsu is found in all of them. It's just not emphasized as much as it probably should be. But the bottom line here is Kyusho Jitsu does work, and everybody's using it, even when they don't realize that they're using it. You're not trying to manipulate somebody in order to get them to tap out. You're not relying on pain compliance. You're actually messing with the way that the body functions. That's why they're called vital points, because it's vital to the functioning of the body. So I know that there's a lot of frauds out there. You can pull up tons and tons of videos on YouTube of people, beep, bop, boop, like they're pressing magic buttons and a person just collapses on the floor. That's not how it really works. That's never how it was supposed to work. But, you can just wail away on somebody and hope for the best, or you can learn where the best targets are and the best ways to strike those targets, or to attack them, I should say, because sometimes it's a timiwaza, which is striking, or tuatiwaza, which is grappling. But in any case, it's still manipulation of the vital points, even when you don't know those vital points. And I find that when you do know them, you're able to attack them more efficiently. When you do learn the proper hand techniques and things, then you're able to attack them even more efficiently. So that's what Kyusho Jitsu is really about, and it really does work in self-defense, because I've really used it in self-defense. A lot of people, they just study this stuff as a hobby, and that's fine, but in my particular case, I came to it out of necessity. So I have quite a different experience than a lot of people do. And if you'd be so kind as to support me on Patreon, contribute to my GoFundMe, the goal here is actually to open up a brick and mortar dojo somewhere in the Memphis area and start teaching this stuff in a hands-on way, which to my knowledge, isn't done very much around here. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for your patronage. And if you have any questions, drop me a comment.